Aloha worlds and welcome to another episode of The Queer and the Queen. I'm Jacoby, act like you know me, Jones, and today I have back in the house with me one of my favorite queens, Miss Tilly.
The one and only. If you find another one, then she's found me.
I know that's right, girl. Okay, so today we're gonna get right into it. RuPaul's Drag Race,
Yes.
All Star, season
My favorite
7,
show.
episode 4. What did you think? Tell me your first thoughts, just a general, and then we'll get into all the details.
I just want to say that these bitches are fierce as fuck. Like, they are so talented. I'm obsessed with Drag Race. Like, you know how I am with Drag Race. I'm so obsessed. And yeah, I love these girls. I've seen them for their original seasons, and now seeing them now, it's just like everything. It's just everything.
Yeah, you've really seen the full spectrum of the growth of everyone, right? But the one thing I will say from this episode before we get into the details is that there's one particular person that I've kind of fallen in love with, and you'll be surprised. But let's start this out. The celebrity guest judge was Jeffrey Bauer Chapman, and he's really, really hot. Like, he's from Canada Drag Race. He was a judge. He was not a judge anymore. The theme of the challenge is a fairy tale justice, where it's like a gay courthouse scene, but they have to come in with these fairy tale stories. Right, and improv. And they get separated into two teams. One team is Jaida, Jinx, Monet, and Evie. The second team is Trinity, the Vivienne, Shea, and Raja. I forgot.
Not Roger. Raj.
Right. Who is your favorite? Because, for me, it was really tough because I thought they both did amazing.
From the actual challenge, my favorite was Jinx and the Vivienne. Jinx is like number one. She slayed that shit out the park. She was so funny.
Stop. So that's not talking about, because those are two different teams. Which team was your favorite?
The one with Jinx, bitch.
Okay. Well, you said Jinx and the Vivienne. And they're on two different teams.
Right, but those are my top two from the whole thing. Listen, basically, I didn't have a favorite team. I had two favorite people. How about that?
Okay, see, that's not what I asked you, bitch. That's not what I asked you.
Okay, well, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, so you like Jinx. I like Jinx. Did a great job. I mean, like...
So funny.
She, like... It was so sad that she was the platinum plunger because... This was her show. Yeah. This was her episode. It really was. It was her episode.
And remember when they did like the after interview with Rupaul and her fucking ear fell off? She was, oh my God, what the fuck? She goes, she's like, oh, what's going on? She's like, I'm so stressed. Her fucking ear falls off.
Right.
So stressed.
Yeah.
Even Ru laughed.
It's just, that's just her element. That's her lane. That's her element. She just did such a good job. Now, what I was surprised by was Evie. Like, I really... As a wolf? No, I mean, just honestly, throughout the whole entire episode. We'll get into the later parts. But everything about Evie this episode, I was just like, I'm kind of falling in love with you.
Love. And remember when she was the boogeyman for Snatch Game, which had that whole sexy vibe,
right?
And now she's the werewolf, which has the sexy vibe. I'm like, Evie's the trade of the season. Evie's the trade of it. And from what I hear,
heard that too. So, out of the two teams, because there are two teams, I was wondering.
Don't come for me.
Which one you thought was gonna win? But the teams didn't really win. I just wonder which you thought was better. But like when I was thinking that's what they're gonna do, I really think that the Vivienne and the whole Little Red Riding Hood, that was just that
Hansel and Gretel, Little Red Riding Hood.
But no, as a whole collective team,
okay.
Like they told their story, like they both were awesome and believable, and they all remain in character or whatever. But the Piglets versus the Little Red Riding Hood, like I think the Little Red Riding Hood segment, like they told the story down. They stayed in character, and then Evie had to do both performances, so he should really get like double points for that. So then after all of that, right, they had a runway walk, which was called Spice on the Runway. Now, it appeared to me that they had these costumes already. I don't think any of these guys made those outfits.
For sure.
They were beautiful. Who was your favorite runway look?
Um, I would have to say, oh, this is hard because I fucking loved Evie's green monster stilts, and but Raja, the queen. Oh my god! Don't even give me. Don't give. I will not accept any of that negativity against Raja. She looks
First
so
of
fucking
all,
good.
she looked
She looked
great.
expensive.
I mean, the costume was giving me very fairy tale esque, but I just
I got
didn't
Indian
really.
goddess.
I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it on her. I don't know, like the chastity belt part, and then the shirt was so long, and it was like I mean, I thought it was beautiful. Do not get
Well,
me
that's
wrong.
your
The
opinion.
garment was beautiful. I just didn't dig it. I just didn't dig it. I think the note I wrote was cute but boring. That's just
I
how I felt.
wrote
This is the thing. It was
Indian
on her.
goddess because that's what she was
Um,
giving me.
different strokes,
Oh,
different folks. Okay, now with
well, you're
Evie,
entitled to have your opinion, even though
this
it's
is
wrong.
true. Evie, I wrote, loved it in capital letters and most creative bitch on the show.
Ugh. And get into the shoes that she was wearing. They were like, one of those like high top ballerina shoes that I
Yeah.
was having a cramp just looking at them. I was like, girl, you better fucking work. Evie is that bitch.
So who is the
She's that
worst?
bitch.
Who is the worst outfit for you?
The worst. Ooh, I love Shea, but and you know what?
Yeah, we agree.
I pictured you looking at the video and being like, "Oh, she can't walk in this dress," because
Oh
that's
my
your
god,
thing. She can't walk in this. She can't walk in this. She can't walk in this, and she could not walk in it. I mean,
not
she was
to
walking
be
tight. I
shady,
was like,
but the note I
I was not
made
feeling
was
that.
stupid, and she can't walk in this dress.
Not stupid. Lord
I
have
think it
mercy.
looks stupid to me, but it only looks stupid because why are you wearing something that you can't survive in, bitch? It's
Well, the
dark,
dress wasn't cute. Period.
but the dress was
So
not cute. Period. The makeup, though, I will give her in a nice compliment form. The
she always
makeup
gonna
was
give you
beautiful.
face.
The makeup was beautiful, yeah. But that
Always.
outfit, girl, you were not giving me no
Mm-hmm.
type of fairy tale. You was giving
Mm-hmm.
nightmares, girl, nightmares. So
Nightmare on Elm Street. Wait, but
I
so
also
I have four.
okay,
Sorry, I have four that I love. Evie was definitely number one. Jaida with the black face, the black and white face, the Grace Jones vibes. Loved it. Don't care about
no.
your opinion.
Did
The
not.
Vivienne.
No, Jaida.
The
No, wait,
Vivienne.
we're not done. Jada's
Oh, because you want
outfit.
to throw shade.
Jada's outfit was not working for me. I just didn't get it. It didn't give me. I don't know, but see, I get the whole spice concept, right? But it just,
Right.
I love the hair. I love the upside down earrings. I love the
Uh-huh.
makeup. I just wasn't crazy about the outfit. I wasn't. It wasn't
What about
bad.
the Grace Jones hair?
And
You didn't
none
like
of
it?
that for me. It did not give me Grace Jones. I
What it
wrote.
gave you?
I wrote.
Oh,
She
here we go.
said. I wrote. She says Grace Jones, but it's giving me more Edward Scissorhands. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
cannot
just saying.
stand you, so I'm gonna sit. I
Okay,
can't
now
stand you.
who is your next one?
Okay, so it was Jaida, Evie, the Vivienne with the blue and gold spikes with the cross on the head.
Loved it.
Even Rue was like, "This is
The
one of the
outfit of
outfits
the
that's
night.
gonna be
The outfit of the
remembered."
night. Outfit of the night.
Oh, it was so good. And you know what? One thing about the Vivienne is that face is always gonna be beat down, like pulled, snatched. Like she's that bitch. Oh,
Yeah,
she's that
I
bitch. I
wrote
love her.
sexy as fuck. That's what I wrote. Sexy as fuck. Like it was.
Mm,
She did it. It was the outfit of the night for me. Who is your fourth?
hmm Oh, and then Raja with the purple. What was it? Purple gold Indian goddess
Yeah,
from above.
diamondy. Like I said, I wrote cute but boring. The outfit is just it wasn't. It didn't work for her for me. I love Raja and a lot of other things. I love the outfit. I
Mm,
just didn't like it on her. That's all.
I loved it.
But
So that's my
for
four. Wait,
me,
so did who was your like favorites?
so I would have to say Evie won for me as far as creativity and just everything. Now I like the outfit I liked the most was the Vivienne's, but the contestant I liked the most was Evie. Evie won for me. this this morning,
And
whatever
she
you want
was
to call
in
it.
both, both
Yeah,
scenes. So like she had to keep it up. And mind you, it was all improv. So
right,
that's everything.
right. So Jinx and the
You were
Vivienne
talking.
are down to the bottom too, and they
Mhm.
lip sync for their lives. Do you remember the song they lip sync to?
I never heard this Whitney
Whitney
song
Houston. You never heard
ever.
this Whitney Houston song? I was so
Never. When
wondering because it was one of the gonna break my heart. Da, 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 da. Love Will Save the Day by Whitney Houston. Love Will
I
Save the Day
never
was
heard.
like a hit from the 80s, bitch. Oh my god. But yeah, you weren't born yet.
Child. I
I
wasn't
mean,
actually. So that wasn't Shea.
so the Vivienne wins the competition, right? Which is I'm happy for her because she got herself a legendary star. So now
Hmm.
she's in the running. Does someone have two yet? I can't remember.
No, nobody has two yet.
Right,
I think the
right.
only one that doesn't have one is Evie, right? And Raja. Evie and
Raja.
Raja.
Right.
Evie and Raja don't have one. Yeah. So it
Right.
was Jinx and the Vivienne, which was the top two, which I thought they were going to be top two. Did you think they were going to be top two too?
Yeah. And
Between the challenge and the runway?
it was for me, it was between Jinx, the Vivienne, and Evie, who was gonna be the top two because those three carried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Uh Jinx not so much on the runway though.
I love Jinx runway. Actually, my note here says
Really?
cute, cute and creative. Yes, because for one, the brown on pale skin works for me, right? And then two, with the spikes, like she went porcupine
Porcupine. Hmm.
instead of big bowls, bodacious metal. She went nature, animal, natural, where all these other people like hers was creative, just like Evie was creative. I put cute and
Mm.
creative. I loved
Okay.
it. So
Okay.
Vivienne won the lip sync. I mean, she tore that down.
Yeah, she ate
She
Jinx
left
up.
it. She
I
left.
think I really
I
think
think
that
they did that on
Jinx held
purpose.
back.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
I think
Because
Jinx held back.
yeah, I do too. Because for one, she needs a star. You, my sister, and then for
Uh-huh.
two,
And she already
like
blocked somebody.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So she did what
Mm-hmm.
needed to be done, and
Mm-hmm.
Vivienne gave the platinum plunger to
AKA Gold.
platinum plunger. Okay, so we had an argument last week about was it the platinum plunger or the gold plunger. I was right. She was wrong.
But they be mentioning it as the gold
No,
plunger
they
in
don't. They
Vogue.
call it the platinum plunger. Okay, anyway. So the Vivienne gave the plunger to Monet, which I think was super smart because
Yeah.
Monet can't be trusted. You know what I
Monet's a
mean?
petty bitch.
Right.
And
Monet
she
is
was
petty and she wants these
child.
alliances and shit. She can't be trusted.
Like she's trying to win. She's trying to watch her own ass and
Yeah.
set her own path up to win.
Yeah.
So, but the shade was when the Vivienne went near Jaida, she like kind of gave it to Jaida at first, and Jaida reached out
Right.
her hand, and then she went to Monet, and Monet was like, "Oh, you bitch,
Right.
you bitch."
Because they did make the
Mm.
statement that every person who blocked somebody was the person who got blocked the next week or something like that, right?
Yeah, whoever blocked was getting blocked the next
Right.
week. Yeah.
Right. Which was
So
true,
Monet's
but
blocked.
the Vivienne broke that curse. So
Mm.
what did you think of Untucked? Because I watched it because of you, because you said you've been
Yeah.
watching it, and it was a bore.
Really?
Yes,
I thought it was
but
fun.
I'm not here for all this lovey-dovey bullshit. I want to see fights. I want to see war.
I
I want to see
know. I know.
like
But this
I
time
can turn to
around, Untucked
PBS
is
for
not gonna
that.
be fights. It's not gonna be fights because ain't nobody going home. And
I
these
know.
girls have not already been on the season, but they are winners. So it's
Mhm.
like, they're not beginners. They're winners. They're not beginners. Can we talk real quick about the whole fake plunger whatchamacallit? Like the power of the plunger? Like these bitches
Oh,
are keeping on that there's something with
I
this
saw that.
damn
But
plunger.
I think they're just joking.
Yeah, but the other girls who haven't got the plunger, they're like, what? What is it? What could it be? Girl,
They
they are
just
shitting their boots. Mm-hmm.
but you know what it is. It's just what's the word?
What?
Super. It's like that thing that when people get superstitious, you know what I mean? It's just the energy behind it. It's like a psychological trick, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they just try to fuck with him.
Yeah, it just
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say it's just a mind fuck was what I was gonna say.
Speaking of fuck and minds, who do you think is the cutest out of drag? Because let's get into that.
Ooh,
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you have a top two, go ahead and let a whole know.
the cutest out of drag.
Yeah. The
I'll
one that
have to
you
say,
want to
I would have to say Evie. Your
I would
face, your face, like yeah,
I have to agree. And I can't imagine what them girls have seen because Evie be naked and she's always been that way since her
Well,
season.
so
And you know,
if I didn't smash Evie, but Evie's in a
right.
relationship. Evie is happily together. I've seen her and her band on Instagram. They look
Child,
adorable and
people are
cute.
open for everything nowadays, child.
But first of all, you're gonna stop wishing polygamy and polyamory on everybody. Some people like monogamy and commitments and
Same.
are happy with one. So where I'm going to live in my headspace is that Evie is happily married or coupled up, and I'm not even gonna go there.
Okay.
But when you want to end all that, Evie, holla at your boy. So
Well,
Evie would
yeah.
be
I say
one.
Evie.
And the second one,
Jada's cute too.
I
Jada's cute
don't
too.
really, I really honestly don't think I would sleep with anyone else other than Evie.
Well, Monet has the big, and Monet flirted with me before I met her, and she was flirting with me, and I was like,
Monet,
mm,
Monet doesn't do it for me. Jada
Jada's
doesn't
cute.
do it for me. Jada's too little too thin for me. I'm not
You could pick
opposed
that
to
hoe up.
skinny. I'm not opposed to skinny because I've been with skinny guys before, but it's something that's just like little
You
too,
want a
just a
little
little.
meat,
Yeah.
a little something to grab.
Raja. I'm not into senior citizens.
I hope she does not see this. Lord, I hope
Jinx,
she don't see this.
Jinx. I just am not attracted. I'm attracted to Jinx's soul. Actually, you know what? Because I souls and spirits and stuff like that turn me on so much. I could probably get down with Jinx just because I'm so attracted to the energy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And you know you're
And
gonna laugh.
well, not even that. I'm talking about like sexually. Like I could be sexually attracted to someone if their energy turns me on. You know what I mean? Regardless of like I've been with men who are not in the best shape or bigger than me. And you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
their energy was so alluring to me. It's just like I think you're beautiful because your energy is beautiful. And I don't care what you physically look like. Like I'm attracted to your soul. But
Mm. Well, I'm
um
all about face.
I'm
That's what you
beyond that.
see.
I agree,
Well,
but you
I'm
know,
not.
blind people have sex too, so I am beyond the physical, you know. So I mean, you know,
That's true.
so
That's
but I would
true.
say if I was to sleep with anyone on the show but because one because of looks and two because of energy,
Oh,
it would be Evie and Jinx.
the boogeyman and the werewolf. Oh my god.
You just a
I'm
hoe.
like,
You just a hoe.
bitch. Listen, you said you would fuck Evie too, so
But I didn't
don't
say it
even
was
do it.
because anyway. So what are your top though? What two people would you? How would you categorize the cast of like what would you sleep with? Who is the
Of who
hot
were?
with?
Oh, for sure. Evie and Jada.
Evie
Evie being number
and
one for sure.
Jaida.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you would be the
Mm-hmm.
top. You would be the top with Jada,
Hello, she's a big old bottom.
and you would
That's
be
what she
the top.
said.
And Jinx would be I mean, Evie would be the top with you. Evie would tame you.
Oh,
Evie would tame you, girl. Yes, she
I don't know
would.
about that.
Evie
I don't know
would
about that.
tame you because
Listen,
you've already been spit roasted and all those things before. Don't act like you can't be no bottom queen.
I ain't never done nothing before. I'm freshly out the package. But listen, Jada
Like that
would
wig,
have.
bitch. No, because that wig look good, girl. But you are not. Anyway, I'm not gonna put your business out there.
Listen, this wig will be on Jada's back. Take it, sis. Take it, Miss. Take it, Miss
Yes,
Girl.
Jada, absolutely. But Evie would conquer you, girl. Evie would
Ooh,
conquer them cakes, child. And look at you,
that
look at you.
boogeyman. It was hot. Mm,
That's so funny.
mm. But yeah, I thought this episode was so good. The
Me too.
improv, to be an improv actor is like a lot of work because you got to, think on your feet.
Right.
And I think they all did so good. It was so entertaining. I watched it like 2.5 times. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. You know what I really can't wait is the end. I want to see who the top four. I want to see who's gonna win.
How many
Which I
episodes are in this season?
don't know. I have
Let
no
me see if I
idea.
can find that out really quick.
I don't know. But I do know that I think it's gonna be Jinx that takes the whole thing. I
Jinx.
think it is. Yeah. She has everything. She's funny. She's beautiful. She has some good looks. Not all the time, because especially
Eight.
this runway feeling.
There are eight
8 episodes?
episodes.
So there's four left.
And we're halfway through.
What already?
Yeah.
Each. I can't
Uh,
wait. I'm
uh,
excited.
no. I really think
Mm,
it's hard because you never know what these bitches is gonna pull out their sleeve every week. I hope
yeah.
that Jinx wins because she is such a well-rounded artist. And
Mm-hmm.
then a second part of me hopes that Raja wins because you always like to see the old people, get their
Yes.
accolades. And
Mm-hmm.
she ain't been on TV in 10 years and she does
10
deserve it.
years.
She's like an older queen, like what's like a veteran, you know what I mean? And then another part of me hopes that Evie wins because he's so
I can't
different.
believe you're saying
He's so
this.
different that I love seeing the underdog succeed. You know what I mean? Like he's the last
Yep.
person that I would have thought would have won on the first episode, and now he is kind of
Mm-hmm.
like in my top three.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I'm
so
so happy
funny.
to hear that because I love you. And I've met him, and he's awesome, 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 awesome. But Jinx is gonna take it. I think Jinx is gonna take this shit. For
Well,
sure.
you never know. So, well, I can't recall. They showed a clip for next week's show, and I can't put my thought on it right now of what they said that was going to happen.
It was like a little shade being thrown from Jinx. Who did she throw shade to? I can't remember either. I mean, they only showed a couple seconds,
Right.
but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
You'll,
Well,
you'll have to
that is
see.
all that we have for you today. I will link us both in here. Go follow Miss Tilly on TikTok and Instagram. Follow myself. Subscribe to this channel. And Miss Tilly has her own YouTube channel as well. I'll link that in. Ding on the notification so you know when we post more videos, and love yourself. And as we always say, don't forget to smile.